So now P is equals to X I am going to consider, and after what? After second year means N will be is equal to 2 years. Now how we are going to calculate after this one? I think you understood this one. It will be the same amount, so that I have equated the amount of that 2. So here I can rewrite what is that, collecting the X term one side and then constant term one side. If simple interest, that is CI, is greater than SI, then you are going to have CI minus SI. Okay, this is a formula. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics faculty at Vidyashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So in the last session, we have learnt about how to solve the problems on the varying rate of interest and depreciation, isn't it? And in this session of the chapter number 8, simple interest and compound interest, which is nothing but the session number 10 you are going to have. And dear students, this is your last session in this chapter number 8, which is simple interest and then compound interest. So what are the topics we are going to study under this session, dear students? We are going to learn, or we are going to solve the problems related to the simple interest and the compound interest. Okay, that means they can ask you to find out the profit, they can ask you to find out the loss, they can ask you to find out only to calculate the simple interest as well as the compound interest by giving the, if it is borrowed means you are going to think that one as if according to the question what they have asked, you need to write which is a simple interest and which is a compound interest. And in this session especially we are going to have the 5 marker problems. Okay, we'll move on to the problems what they have asked. The first problem is like this. Suraj borrowed rupees 18,000 at 5.5% simple interest. Okay, so simple interest is going to take for rupees 18,000. That means P is equals to 18,000. You are going to have it as, and R will be is equal to 5.5% for 3 years. So N will be is equals to 3 years. Here in the simple interest, what is a simple interest formula? It is given by SI is equals to PTR divided by 100, isn't it? So, and lent it to the Akash 5.5% per annum. So, lent it to the Akash means at what? A compound interest. You know the compound interest formula also, it is given by A minus P, isn't it? So, we need to find out A there. A will be is equals to P into 1 plus R to the power of N you are going to have it as. So, for how many years? 3 years. You are going to have what interest was paid and received by Suraj and what gain did he make in this transaction. They have asked what is a profit the Suraj is going to gain in this one. So, what we need to have now? We need to write what they have given. Suraj borrowed for P is equals to 18,000. And then you are going to have it as simple interest of T is equals to what? How many years? 3 years. And R is equals to what they have given? 5.5%, isn't it? So 5.5% means you can write it as 2 5s are 10, which is 10 by 2 you can write it, isn't it? Okay, you are going to have it as this 5.5% can be written as 5.5%, right? So, therefore, I can use the formula simple interest is given by PTR divided by 100. So, substituting this, you are going to have P is nothing but 18,000 into R is 5.5 into T is nothing but you are going to have it as 3 divided by 100. So, answer for this one you are going to get is after multiplying and dividing 2,970. This is your simple interest. Now again, he lent it to Akash at 5.5%. Therefore, I can convert this into, so same P is equals to 18,000 and here R is equals to 5.5%. So therefore, you can write this one as 0.05, right? So you can write this one as 0.055. So, and then they have lent for n is equals to what? 3 years, right? So, therefore, you know the formula is given by A is equals to P into 1 plus R to the power of n or 1 plus I to the power of n. Therefore, P is 18,000 into 1 plus R is nothing but 0.055 to the power of n is 3, which will be is equals to 18,000 into 1.055 to the power of 3. So you are going to get the answer after multiplication. 1.055 whole cube into 18,000 is 21,136. This is your A. Now why I want A? Because CI is equal to, I want compound interest is equals to A minus P. What is A? A is nothing but 21,136 minus P is nothing but 18,000. You are going to have it as. So the answer 21 minus 18 is nothing but 3,136. That is your compound interest. 3,136. Now what they have asked, he is going to gain how much? He is going to gain, you are going to minus simple interest minus compound interest or compound interest minus simple interest depending on which is a greater. If simple interest is greater than compound interest, if simple interest that is CI is greater than SI, then you are going to have CI minus SI. Okay, this is a formula. Profit is given by, okay. Suppose if CI is lesser than SI, you are going to have it as profit is given by SI minus CI. Okay, this is how you are going to have. Got? Okay. So amount paid by Suraj is nothing but what? Amount paid by Suraj is equals to, what is the simple interest you have calculated? 2,970, and amount received by Suraj is nothing but 3,136. So his gain will be is equal to what? His gain, as I told the formula, which will be is equal to 3,136 minus 2,970, which will be is equal to 166. So 166 rupees Suraj is going to gain. That what they have asked you to find out. I hope you understood this problem, how to solve. Okay. Yes, dear students, we'll move on to the next problem. So what they've asked the formula, find the difference between the simple interest and compound interest on rupees 6,400 at 9% per annum for 5 years. So therefore here P will be is equals to what? You are going to have it as 6,400, and then R will be is equals to 9%, which can be written as 0.09, and N or T will be is equals to 5 years, right? So therefore, let me calculate simple interest here. Simple interest is given by PTR divided by 100. So simple interest is given by PTR divided by 100. So which will be is equal to 6,400 into T is nothing but 5 years into R is nothing but 9 divided by 100. Directly we are writing, which will be is equals to, this will get cancelled. So 64 into 5 into 9 is 2,880. Okay, that is your simple interest. Let me calculate the compound interest. For that, I want P into 1 plus R to the power of n, which will be is equal to 6,400 into 1 plus R is nothing but 0.09 to the power of n is 5, which will be is equal to 6,400 into 1.09 to the power of 5. So which will be is equals to, which is equal to 9,847.19328. Okay. So compound interest here, compound interest. Now they have asked you to find out the compound interest. Compound interest is given by A minus P, which will be is equals to, A is nothing but 9,847.19328 minus 6,400. Now, which will be is equals to, if you minus 6,400, it will be remaining here what? So, it will be remaining here 3,447.19328. This is what the compound interest. Now they have asked you to find out the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest, which is greater. So greater is compound interest only. Therefore, difference compound interest minus simple interest is given by, which is a profit 3,447.19328 minus 2,880. So the difference between these will be is equals to 567.19328. So this is what the difference they have asked you to find out in this question. Okay, dear students, I hope you understood this one. We'll move on to the next question. Levina borrowed rupees 2,400 at 6% simple interest and invested this at 7.5% per annum as the compound interest. If the transaction was for 2 years, what was her gain? Same as what we have done the last cases here. P is equals to what? They have given 2,400, isn't it? And then 6% per annum as simple interest means R will be is equal to 6%. And then lent it for what? Transaction was after 2 years. 2 years means T is equals to 2 years. Okay. So therefore simple interest is given by PTR divided by 100 is equals to P is nothing but 2,400 into T is nothing but 2 into R is nothing but 6 divided by 100. So therefore this will get cancelled. You are going to remain with the answer 24 into 2 into 6. So therefore 24 into 2 into 6 is given by 288. This is your simple interest. Now let me calculate the compound interest. For the compound interest, we know that CI is equal to A minus P. Now what is A is equals to P into 1 plus R to the power of N. They have given what? They have given it as R is equal to 7.5%. So we can write it as 0.075. So and then N, they have given it as 2 years, isn't it? So substituting this, we are going to get P is equals to 2,400 into 1 plus R is nothing but 0.075 to the power of N is nothing but 2 years, which will be is equals to 2,400 into 1.075 whole square, which is equal to, now 2,400 into 1.075 whole square is equals to 2,773.5. This is your A. Now I want compound interest. Compound interest is given by the formula that is CI is equals to A minus P. What is A? Is given by 2,773.5 minus P is nothing but what? 2,400. So the answer you are going to get for CI is equals to 2,773 minus 2,400 is, so this will be giving you the value 373.5. This is your compound interest. Now I want to calculate the Levina gain. Therefore, you need to see the difference of CI and SI. CI is greater than SI. Therefore, profit of the Levina is given by 373.5 minus 288, which will be giving you the value. So therefore, she is going to gain the profit as 85.5. Okay, this was the profit gained by Levina. That's it, dear students. I hope you understood this problem. Okay, based on the simple interest and compound interest formulas only we are doing, or we are solving these kind of problems. Okay. Okay, dear students, we'll move on to the next problem. So, which is nothing but, they've asked, a person borrows a certain sum of money at 3% per annum simple interest and invest the same at 5% at a compound interest, compounded annually. After 3 years, he makes a profit of rupees 1,082. Find the amount he borrowed. So here they have given what? A person borrows certain sum of money means we don't know what is the money. Let P is equals to X. Okay. Let P is equal to X I am going to consider, and at a 3% of simple interest means R is equals to 3%, right? and invest the same at a 5% compounded annually, they have asked. Okay, so after 3 years means here they have given t is equals to 3 years. So therefore we know SI is given by PTR divided by 100, which can be written as P is nothing but X, we don't know. T is nothing but 3 into 3 divided by 100. So therefore the answer is 9x divided by 100. Correct? This is what the simple interest. Now we need to calculate the compound interest of 5%, isn't it? Now SI is equal to 9x divided by 100, which can be written as SI is equal to 0.09x. Now let me keep as it is. Now what is CI? We know that CI is equal to A minus P, but what is A? A is equal to P into 1 plus R to the power of N. Now what the R they have given for the compound interest is 5%. So therefore R is equal to 5%, which is equal to 0.05. So and then N is equals to 3. Let me calculate this by putting A is equals to P is X, we don't know, 1 plus 0.05 to the power of 3, which will be is equal to X into 1.05 whole cube. So which is given by 1.1576x. Okay. After multiplying this, you are going to get the answer like this for A. Now what is CI? CI is equals to A minus P. Now which will be is equal to CI, that is A is equal to 1.1576x minus P is nothing but X you are going to consider here, right? So therefore the answer you are going to get for this one is equal to 0.1576x, that is your CI. Now which is greater in these two, 0.1576 and 0.09x. So this is greater. So profit they have given it as 1082 as a profit. Now CI minus SI, which is nothing but 0.1576x minus 0.09x is equal to 1082. Now if you minus this, you are going to get the answer here. So this is the answer you are going to get. 0.0676x is equals to 1082. Now x will be is equal to 1082 divided by 0.0676. Okay. So the answer you are going to get for this one is amount, that is the x, isn't it? P is equal to x we have considered, right? So the amount you are going to get after dividing this 16,005. Okay. So this was the amount. What is that? He will be gaining. Who is the guy who is gaining there? A person. Understood? Okay. The amount he is going to receive. Understood? Okay, dear students, we'll move on to the next question. If an amount is invested on 4% compound interest, rupees 1,352 will be received at the end of a second year. If the same amount at the same rate of simple interest, that means 4% only, is invested, how much less will be received? Also find the principal. So how much less amount he is going to receive, and also you need to find out the principal amount here. Therefore, so now what they have given? They have given here R is equals to, let me take it as 4%. And then they have given amount is nothing but A is equal to 1,352. So will be received at the end of the second year. Now let P is equals to X I am going to consider. Okay. So now P is equals to X I am going to consider. And after what? After second year means N will be is equal to 2 years. Now what is the formula is given by? A is equals to P into 1 plus R to the power of N. If I convert that, it will be equal to 0.04, isn't it? Okay, if I convert that, it will be equal to 0.04, right? Therefore, P is equals to X into A, they have given it as 1,352. Now 1 plus 0.04 to the power of 2. So by multiplying this, you can have it as X will be is equals to 1,352 divided by 1.04 whole squared. Now X will be is equal to So after 1352 divided by 1.05 whole squared, if you do this one in a calculator, you are going to get 1250. Okay. So this is a principal amount. Now they have asked what if the same amount, that means principal amount, same rate of simple interest means that the 4%, how much less it will be received, they have asked. So what we need to calculate now, P is equals to 1250, correct? And then they have asked you to calculate. Now R is equals to what? 4% now, and T is equals to 2 year. Correct? Simple interest they have asked you to calculate. Now what is the simple interest formula is given by SI will be is equal to PTR divided by 100, isn't it? So P is nothing but 1250 into T is nothing but 2 into 4 divided by 100. Now you are going to get the answer for this question, that is SI is simple interest is, okay, which will be is equals to 100. SI is equal to 100. Now we know that A is given by what? A is given by, you can remember the formula of amount, how to calculate? Principal amount plus simple interest you are going to calculate. So principal amount plus simple interest. So therefore A will be is equal to principal amount is 1250 plus simple interest we have calculated is 100. So A will be is equal to 1350. What is going to less? Since the same rate of interest you are going to have it as, you are going to minus this amount minus what we have gained the amount here, isn't it? Then you are going to have it as 1352 minus 1350, which will be is equal to 2 rupees will be lesser he is going to receive. Understood? This is how we are going to calculate according to the given question. This you don't forget, because how you are going to calculate amount when the simple interest given, principal amount plus simple interest, you are going to calculate the total amount. Okay. Okay, dear students, we'll move on to the next question. What they have asked, Pradeep invested equal amount, one at 6% simple interest and other at 5% compound interest. SI means simple interest, CI means compound interest. If the former earns rupees 437.5 more as an interest, if he is going to earn, that is a profit, at the end of the 2 years, find the total amount invested. You need to find out the amount what he is going to invest. He is going to gain the profit of 437.5 and the simple interest of 6% and the compound interest of 5%. Now let me calculate what is SI here. So P they have given it as what? Let me take it as let P is equals to X. Okay, amount invested we don't know. So R they have given it as 6%. After how many years? After 2 years they have given, yes, after 2 years. Therefore T is equals to 2 years. So SI is given by the formula PTR divided by 100, which will be is equal to X into T is nothing but 2 into 6 divided by 100. So the answer you are going to get for this one, SI is equal to, so here 6 2s are 12, 12x you are going to have, therefore 0.12x, because divided by 100 you are going to get, let me keep as it is. Now you need to find out the CI. So CI is equals to A minus P. Now we know that A is equals to P into 1 plus R to the power of N. Now what is going to invest? We don't know what is P. We have calculated, we have considered as X, isn't it? Now we don't know what is P. We have considered as X. Let me keep it X only. Now CI how many percentage? R is equal to 5%. Now which can be converted into 0.05. You are going to have it as, now you can have, what is that? N is equals to how many years? 2 years. So which will be is equal to P, we don't know. 1 plus R is nothing but 0.05 whole squared. So A will be is equal to X into 1.05 whole squared. A will be is equal to 1.1025x, right? So this is A value, right? This is the A value we need to calculate now. What is CI? CI is equal to A minus P, which will be is equal to, the value of A is, you are going to have 1.1025x. Now P is nothing but X you are going to have, right? So which will be is equal to 1.1025 minus X is 0.1025x. This is CI. Now You need to calculate what? He is going to gain the profit of 437.5. Therefore, which is greater? SI is greater than CI. Therefore, you can write it as 0.12x minus 0.1025x is equals to, so 437.5. So the answer for this one is, so which will be is equals to 0.0175x is equals to 437.5. So otherwise x will be is equals to 437.5 divided by 0.0175x, right? 75. So now you are going to calculate this one. Now you are going to get the answer. X will be is equal to 25,000. Now, at 6% simple interest is 25,000. At 5% compound interest is 25,000. Isn't it? What we need to calculate that only, right? So, therefore, at 6% simple interest is 25,000. At 6%, 5% compound interest is 25,000. So, therefore, he is going to invest simple interest plus compound interest, which will be 50,000, because 25,000 plus 25,000 gives you 50,000. That is your answer. I hope you understood this question. We'll move on to the next question. They've asked a sum of 75,000 is to be divided between two persons aged 16 and 19 years. Okay, in such a way that if their shares are invested at 6% per annum, compound interest, they shall receive equal amounts on attaining age of 21 years. Okay, they have to receive the, what is that, compound interest after they attain the 21 years age. How sum will be divided and how much will they receive when they are 21 years old? Now what I am going to take it as, let the share of aged person 16 years is equal to X. Now what will be the share of other? Share of other means amount minus sum of the amount minus what we have considered, the age, that is X. Therefore, the share of aged person 19 years is equals to 75,000 minus X. Now what they have asked at the rate of 6%. So R is equals to 6%. So which will be 0.06 you can consider. Now they have asked here R is equal to 6% and then aged up to 21 years. 21. For we will be taking the 19 years means 19 to 21. How many years? 2 years. Therefore I can calculate for N is equals to 2 years difference. Right? 16 if you take it as, it will become 16 plus 5 is nothing but 21. Now let me calculate who is the aged person of 19 years, right? And then you are going to have it as here from 16. First person you are going to have N is equals to 2 years and N is equals to 5 years. For what? N is equal to 2 and 5 years. 16 plus 5 is 21 and then you are going to have it as 19 plus 2 is nothing but 21. So we need to calculate accordingly. So A1 is equals to, let me call it as A1 is equals to A2. Now we are going to have A is given by the formula P into 1 plus R to the power of N. Therefore A1 I am going to take it as a 16 years age person. A2 I am going to take it as 19 years age person. Therefore you are going to have principal amount I have considered as P. P is nothing but X into 1 plus R is nothing but 0.06 whole to the power of N is nothing but how many years? From 16 to 21? 5 years. So 5 is equals to A2 is nothing but you are going to have it as 75. See, 75,000 minus X, that is a principal amount, into 1 plus 0.06, same percentage you are going to invest. So here you are going to have N is equals to from 19 to 21, 2 years is difference. So therefore, so to the power of 5 is there, let me calculate from this side. 1 plus 0.06 is 1.06 whole to the power of 5 divided by, this will be is equal to 1.06 whole squared is equals to now 75,000 minus x divided by x. Right? Now this term will get cancelled. You are going to remain with 1.06 whole cube. So 1.06 whole cube is equal to 75,000 minus x divided by x. So therefore, let me calculate this. If you calculate this one, you are going to get 1.191016 is equal to, now you can divide this one, 75,000 divided by x minus x by x. What is x by x? 1. So 75,000 divided by x minus x by x is 1. If you take minus 1 to this side, it will become plus 1. 1.191016 plus 1 is 2 point. So 2.191016 is equal to 75,000 divided by x. Now I want x. Let me cross multiply. X will be is equal to 75,000 divided by 2.191016, right? So therefore, answer you are going to get for this one is, after dividing, you are going to get the answer is 34,230.69. This is your x. So therefore, the age person of 16 years is going to take a share of 34,230.69 because we have considered that only as x. Now what we need to calculate, the age of a 19 years person we need to calculate. We have to minus from the 17,000 what we have got, isn't it? Therefore, we are going to have it as 75,000 share of, therefore, the share of aged 19 years person is equal to 75,000 minus 34,230.69. So 34,306.9 is equals to, so you are going to get for this one is 40,769.31. This is a share of what? The 19 years aged person. Are you getting this one? I hope you understood this problem. Okay, dear students, I hope you understood this sessions, how to solve the problems on using the simple interest formula as well as the compound interest formula. They may ask you the profit, they may ask you the gain, what is that, loss, they may ask you the amount, okay, or the gain, profit or the gain. So based on the problem or they have asked, you are going to calculate accordingly by using the simple interest and the compound interest formulas. Thank you, dear students.